The Square Ball Podcast.
Hello, the podcast is brought to you by Levi Solicitors. 10% off your legal fees, levisolicitors.co.uk/the Square Ball. Dan, Michael, Moscow. Previewing Spurs for you now then, in part 2 of the show. We're on the telly. That's exciting, isn't it? How are we going to get on against Spurs?
It's a proper telly game as well, isn't it?
Do you think the international break has been disruptive for our little spell of growing momentum?
Nah, I don't know. I was quite encouraged to see Calvin being allowed to stroll around a pitch for a bit. I thought, well, it keeps him sharpish while having a bit of a rest. Because like that San Marino half must be the easiest 45 minutes of exercise he has done in a very long time. It's basically like a warm down on a treadmill. It was just strolling about that pitch. So
Rafinha had a normal one against Colombia. There was nothing really in the game that made you think he's immediately going to be cherry picked for the Champions League, which is good. Like the more kind of just 5 dribbles attempted, 2 successful games he can have, I'm happy with that. Obviously, this is before he scores a hat-trick against Argentina and kind of elbows Messi in the face or whatever he's going to do. But the one bit that I didn't like was the Colombian fullback who used to play with Sami Saiz, whose name now escapes me, that he made look a fool last time he played Colombia. Did quite a nasty, after the ball had gone, stamp on his Achilles in the first half to try and sort him out, and got a yellow card for it. And I don't like that. I don't think that's not. I'm happy with Calvin.
It's not in the Corinthian spirit, is it?
Well, it's fine if it's anybody else's player. And like, I'm happy with Calvin just strolling around the pitch against San Marino or whoever, and nobody coming near him. But don't hurt Rafinha. That's not good.
No.
I mean, the Argentina game is the one that he's probably saving himself for, because it's kind of
it's the showpiece, isn't it?
It's the big grudge match, isn't it, for Brazil? So he's probably been just storing up all his megs for this one, and then he's going to be at Real Madrid by the end of the week.
That's a shame. Well, if you could stay around and play at White Hart Lane first, or wherever it is that they play these days, the glorified White Hart Lane, that'd be good. Are we going to win this? We're going to win it, aren't we? Bloody hell, I just realised. We're going to go to Spurs and we're going to win.
I mean, they've got a proper manager now.
Yeah.
Not that Espirito Santo wasn't, but they didn't want him, did they? Whereas you get the feeling they probably want to keep this one. So that might help. But on the plus side, he's not had a huge amount of time to spend with a lot of these players. So
that's the big advantage of the big story of the international break is that Conte's had no time to tell Harry Kane to stop looking like such a smacked ass and get in the box and score. I know he's done it. You know, he scored 4 against San Marino, and that's the big confidence boost he wants or whatever. But all he was doing against Everton was just exactly what he was doing for Nuno. So,
I mean, the important thing for me in this one is, do we play in blue or lilac?
It's a good question. It'd be blue, won't it, surely?
Maybe. Are we going to see like a mashup of shorts and maybe even socks, though? Because they've got blue shorts and socks. And this stuff is important to me.
The women played in a white shirt with blue shorts, didn't they, the other day? So that was very jarring as well, the game against Hartlepool, because Hartlepool were in blue and white stripes, white shorts and blue socks. We were in white, blue, white. I quite liked it. I quite like that thrown together aspect of
It's
it.
a bit like when Leeds played Celtic in the 70s. You know, like you would never in a million years get Leeds playing in white against Celtic in white and green. These days, it would have to be some sort of change, wouldn't it? But back then, didn't give a shit, did they? We put on red socks or whatever.
just we'll pick something up on the way to the ground. It's fine. It's like in the old days, Leeds players used to turn out with different badges on the kit and stuff, didn't they? It was very make it up as you go along in those days.
Isn't the story that when Celtic came to Elland Road, we made them wear orange socks? Engineered a kit clash.
That's interesting.
And gave them socks that they would not like.
Yes. A little bit of tinkering, hijinks, if you like. Yeah. Can we get Spurs to play in orange socks?
Well, they're at home, so they've probably got all the kit they need.
They get priority on the kit, so they get dibs.
Also, they've got plenty of it around. They'll have,
got the shop, can't they, if they run out? Yeah.
They've got everything there at that ground.
My plan's been scuppered.
They've got a brewery. They didn't get the cheese room, did they? But yeah, I look forward to Leeds fans enjoying the facilities there.
Have you seen their press room? I got sucked into a world of Spurs Stadium. You know, when the NFL was on down there, and I ended up going down a Wikipedia wormhole. So the press thing there doubles up as a cafe through the week.
That's nice.
Press go into it, it's like a little underground cafe thing. Press go into it, do the tippy tapping on the laptop, so whatever it is Phil Hay does, that's what he seems to do.
I bet the Wi-Fi works and everything in there. It's got absolutely everything in that stadium.
Wi-Fi. Catch on.
Yeah, from what we hear, the facilities at Elland Road, they're not quite at that level yet. But we didn't pay £1 billion for our stadium, did we?
I watched a bit of the old gridiron was on like last night. The 49ers were there at Leeds Stadium as well. And one of the first things I thought was they've got Wi-Fi. Because it's one of the most Wi-Fi'd stadiums in NFL, isn't it?
Oh, you don't need that. Who needs Wi-Fi?
We're going to bloody well get it. That's what we're going to get. Go back to this anyway. Of course, we should by rights lose this because they're Spurs and they've got, good players and that, good manager. But I think we've just got a little sniff here. Something.
I mean, getting Conte at this stage, it's kind of the only thing he'll have going for him without the time to really tactically. I suppose it depends when the England players and the other internationals come back for them. It's Tuesday at the moment. All the games are done. There's still a few straggly matches left to go, but he's going to have Thursday, Friday, Saturday to what's he going to do? He strikes me as kind of, Bielsa is El Loco, the crazy one, and used to like threaten people with grenades and shout at people all the time, and used to get sent off. It's weird to watch him now being so calm on the touchline, just kind of very zen on his bucket, zipping his coffee, and contrasting it with when he used to get sent off for dissent in the Copa Libertadores. It's a clip I shared a couple of years ago of him in a wooden shed, refusing to move as the referee orders him off, and he just stands there gesticulating at the referee. And somebody kindly translated what Bielsa was shouting at this referee, and it was something about the referee's mother and her method of employment. And just refusing to go. But then at some point, Bielsa had like the clarity or the self-growth or the moment. We know he's been to monasteries and, retreats and taken steps back from the game and restored himself and done a lot of kind of personal growth to turn him into the calm person he is today. Conte, I don't think, has done that. I don't think he's ever going to do it. He's like Bielsa's unbridled madness. Everything that he's kind of contained and learnt to manage is just there on the surface with Conte. So what you want with him is the point where what he did at Chelsea, where he starts just vindictively picking on every single good player one by one until they all just turn on him. But I think at this point he'll still be kind of 3 days of kind of freshness, where it's like, Harry Kane turning to one of his other exciting teammates and saying, "Isn't this exciting and new? I like him. The training's been different to the old guy, hasn't it?" So they'll be that excited about it, instead of probably the end of next season where Harry Kane will be saying, "Should have gone to Manchester City. I don't like the training very much. I'm not enjoying it." So that's the only thing, is they might be in a good mood.
They played a 3-4-2-1 against Everton. It's just tactical stuff again.
It didn't matter. Harry Kane just pissed off wherever he wanted anyway. He's not ready to listen. Well, I think I'll do better. So that's maybe the first. So
you're saying Harry Kane's
clash.
Finished and definitely won't score?
Yeah,
and not inspired.
No, he's got all the goals out of his system against no-mark teams.
Good.
Over the international break, and he'll have nothing left for us. And Liam Cooper will be on a cloud of World Cup playoff making and getting an assist. So all we'll have to do with Liam Cooper, much as Spurs will have a big job trying to convince Harry Kane to go into our box, we'll have a big job trying to convince Liam Cooper not to go into their box, running from deep all the time, dribbling from the back. Leave that to Diego. Obviously, Rodrigo. Did we even mention Rodrigo in the child? So Spain have qualified, and he's played in both matches, came on as a substitute and done well. So he should be in a good mood. We might even have Bamford back.
That'd be a dilemma, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What do we do?
And he can put Harry Kane in his box. So it's Bamford hat-trick. Harry Kane scores -3.
Right, that's the lunatics version of it, Michael.
Take a point.
Yep.
I'd take it. Yeah, a draw would be fine, wouldn't it?
I mean, if it clicks for us, like we saw last year when we played them at Ellen Road, if it clicks for us and you can catch them on an off day, like they weren't a particularly happy outfit, were they, last year when we got them at Ellen Road? And we beat them.
When they beat us there, it was fairly early in the season. I don't think Mourinho had quite poisoned everything, had he, by that stage? He was in the process of doing it, I think. But normally by the end of the season, yeah, it was everyone was fed up. Was it Mason in charge when we beat them? I mean,
that child, yeah.
I mean, that barely counts, does it? That was unfair, I think, to put him in charge, because he looks like he does look far too young to be a football manager and has no authority. Whereas Conte is he's a shouting grown-up man, which makes me feel like he's probably going to do a better job with great hair. Very good hair transplant as Conte.
Ryan Mason was like what we were saying about Steve Morrison on the other episode, going to Cardiff where they were calling him Morrow. You don't think Harry Kane didn't start calling Ryan Mason boss, did he? He was always Ryan. Whereas if he tries calling Conte Tony, not going to work that. So, I think we got them at a good time last year when it came to Elland Road, but we'll be okay.
That wraps up part 2 of the podcast, the Spurs Preview, Heroes and Villains to come, part 3. Stick around for that.
The Square Ball Podcast.